5 games you can create using Micro Gamepad. In today's video, I am going to talk about the 5 games you can create using Micro Gamepad. Micro Gamepad is a gamepad-like controller, powered by BBC Microbit. It contains multiple input components, such as joystick and buttons, and it is fully programmable. Well, let's go straight to the point, and have a look at the first one. This is a clone of well-known game Snake, where player controls a snake which grows in length, with the snake itself being a primary obstacle. The concept originated in the 1976 arcade game Blockade, and the ease of implementing Snake has led to hundreds of versions for many platforms. Using the 5x5 LED matrix on Microbit, it is quite easy to implement this famous game on this small screen. And as you can see, you can even create some brightness trick to make players easy to identify Snake and apples, which Snake needs to eat. The second game is also pretty simple to create using Micro Gamepad. It is basically a modified version of game Pong. Pong is a table tennis-themed arcade sports video game, featuring simple two-dimensional graphics, manufactured by Atari and originally released in 1972. With the joystick provided by Micro Gamepad, player can easily control the paddle and hit the ball. This clone is not as fun as the original game by Atari where you are competing with a second player. However, the size of LED matrix limits what we can put on screen. Just note that we provide beginner-friendly code samples for awesome projects, including the 5 games I am talking here. Visit our website at www.kidsrobot.ca for free downloading. And it's time to move on to the third. I guess probably lots of us have heard about the game Frogger. It is a 1981 arcade action game developed by Konami and manufactured by Sega. The objective of the game is to guide a frog to each of the empty frog homes at the top of the screen. And in the game clone for Micro Gamepad, we simplified the game and your goal is to control the frog to cross the road, while preventing from being hit by any vehicles. Once you cross the road, you will jump into the next level of game. The fourth game I am going to talk about is a Space Invaders clone. Space Invaders is a 1978 shoot-'em-up arcade game developed by Tomohiro Nishikado. It was manufactured and sold by Taito in Japan, and licensed by the Midway division of Bally for overseas distribution. Space Invaders is a fixed shooter, in which the player moves a laser cannon horizontally across the bottom of the screen, and fires at aliens overhead. In our game clone, we keep the original gameplay about shooting, while changing some parts in order to fit into Micro Gamepad. And well, I guess it looks pretty good. This game is a bit harder to make than the other games I talked before. The fifth game here is a clone of a famous tile-matching video game, created by Russian software engineer Alexei Pajitnov in 1984, well known as Tetris. In Tetris, player complete lines by moving differently shaped pieces, which descend onto the playing field. The completed lines disappear and give player more space to continue putting pieces. We modified this game a bit and only keep some smaller pieces in the game. This allows us to make the gameplay actually works on Micro Gamepad. This game is probably the most difficult one to make in 5 games we are talking today. We provide detailed comments and explanation to our code sample about this game clone. Overall, these are all 5 games you can create using Micro Gamepad. However, the possibility of creating on Micro Gamepad is infinite. Keep creative and you can probably even make your own game. If you're interested in any of 5 games I have talked, visit our website, located at www.kidsrobot.ca, for more information.